Welcome back to another video on Minecraft. Today we are going to be looking at the sulfur cubes if we can. If I'm not, then this is a scrap video and nobody's ever gonna reach it. So, without further ado, let's do where is beta testing? Keep inventory. Mobs, but no. Experimental. What about in general? Okay. Well, that's well, damn. Well, even though we won't be looking at the sulfur cubes because obviously they're being previewed by the devs. I mean, they just been announced like 2 months ago. I don't know what my dumbass was thinking, but leave. Anyway, I didn't really explain the topic of The Office because the last video I made on The Office was completely silent. I forgot to turn on my mic. That's how it works. Anyway, let's do it. Damn. I know damn well I'm about to be flamed in the comments for that. But as you seen last video, I got a little redesign on the office design because it looked very, very bold. Very bold. Whoa. Why does why does blood have so many damn particles, bro? Well, anyway, I'm here to explain that for you because yeah, I didn't really say. It'd be cool if there'd be like a mod where where you'd randomly find this office building, and then afterward, whenever you open the door, uh, whenever you went like physically inside, it would trigger something. There would be like a little trigger pad that would teleport you. That would make the map fully flat like this, just a flat world. It would be called the Flatlands. Because we love making love making flat worlds into canon stuff. But basically, you'd be put into the Flatlands, and there'd literally be nothing else to do. I mean, you could go try and search farther, but after you reached about, I'd say 5,000 blocks, you just like the office would teleport behind you, and the other office you saw right here would disappear, meaning it's only one structure. They are found in what was it? What's it called? They're found in Pale Gardens. Wait, Pale whatever the hell it was. They're found there, and then there'd be this big, the big circle land. No. You just find them there, but you'd actually just find this randomly. It'd just be a random structure. But going inside would kind of probably lag spike your game a little bit because it's loading you to another freaking dimension. But going over this block, yeah, that's it. You teleport it to the Flatlands, and it goes on. It goes on for about the exact same world length. And touching the border of this dimension will just bring you all the way back to, let's see here, bring you all the way back to here. 0, 0, 0. Yes. And basically what you're gonna have to do, is, well, you can explore, do stuff with it, like find this. Whoa, whoa. But basically, this little door right here won't show up until the second time you do it. But anyway, the doors, once you go inside, the doors were automatically shut, and you cannot right click, you can't break anything. And basically what you're gonna have to try and do is look in the drawers and find the chips, like on computers, the little chip things, the green wire things or whatever the hell, I don't know, but you'd have to right click to put it in there, and then afterwards you'd have to do a puzzle, a little connect wire puzzle. And there's 3 random puzzles. You have to connect the wire puzzle or whatever. It's just a video game, but it connects. After you do that, after you do all the 4 computers on the floor, though, yeah, you get a key, which unlocks this room. And there's a ventilation system you can open, which, of course, you need a screwdriver for, which is a new item. And damn. So you can open this door, electricity, another ventilation. You need to find a screwdriver, and this is where the second floor comes in. There is mice here, so yeah. So you go in here, and then in here. You cannot go to the other doors yet. They are locked. Oh yeah, I forgot to explain the other 2 mini games. The second one is Tetris, and the third one is just some basic math questions, all of which are random. But after you complete all 4 of the computers and puzzles up here, you get a screwdriver. Which, when you do it, once you get it, you can go all the way back downstairs. It's just some fun little lore. And then go in the ventilation system. And oh yeah, these are called locked trap doors, a new item for this little fan-made custom mod. They're called locked trap doors. But after you explore around in the vents, it's not really recommended, but you will find something up there which you cannot do, and if you try and get up, there's nothing you can do. So, but also over here, I'm impatient. Over here leads to some mice, which is not really recommended to go do. But once you quote unquote escape it, you can possibly come up here. And I know what you're thinking. Well, how will I get up there? Buddy, there's a trap door. Break the trap door. If you even like somehow make it, break the trap door, and then go over here, place the trap door, use the trap door, and then jump, use it, and then you can grab it up here. But how will you use the trapdoor up there? Well, you don't have to, because now you've just successfully escaped the office. But it's still flat. So, you're probably saying, well, what's the point of that? Well, buddy, now you gotta go in this room. And yes, the front door is still locked, and you can only enter this room. So, you can either go in this thin-ass hallway or upstairs. And if you go upstairs, you can go to the balcony. However, if you explore to this room, you can find the alchemy room, which workers, the fallen villager workers used to do to try and manipulate their workers and such. And I know what you're saying again. Well, it's old Minecraft. It's literally old age, you know. It's ancient Greece type. Well, I mean, yeah, but at the same time, this is the very first technology the villagers even get a hold of. Alright? So it's a very old TV. Very old computer. But basically, what you're gonna have to do in this room, because of course it's locked again, you're gonna have to do codes. So the code for the armor is green cap, red tunic, orange pants, and let's see here, pink boots. After which you can do the code. Damn. But yeah, that's the floor and, you know, the thing. So anyway, I will be back because of course I can't pause the video. Alright, I just had to go clean up whatever the hell, I don't know, but yeah, that's the code, and then afterwards you get a key. Now the key for the potions, or the dye, yeah. Use the dye to color the tunics. However, there is potions. Now, there's a secret with these potions. Wait, did actions and stuff update? Wait, it updated. Look, new potion designs. Okay. Anyway, yeah. This unlocks a secret. What you're gonna have to do, what you're gonna have to do is drink. Oh, let's see here. Just making up a code right here. You're gonna have to drink, Turtle Master, the slowness 2 version, and potion of regeneration. Actually, no, scrap that. Potion of regeneration and the water breathing potion. Now, you don't necessarily need all that, but it'd be recommended to do so for what you will have to face in the vents. So, if you did go down here, however, this is the real way to escape. Basically, you can either use your regeneration and water breathing to go over here, which you'll be met with a lot of clocks. And then now, once you open back up the door, you can go all the way back up. And then afterwards, go over here. And then once you go up, because whenever you enter the room, you'll be put back in the normal world. Again, there will be a big old lag spike. But once you do get back up, you'll spawn randomly in the world in like some forest or whatever. But let me cook. Because if you use those potions, I've used that potion to try and go in the vents, which actually, once you do go in the overworld, there will be a big text saying you escaped, and then and then once you re-encounter the office, they're like, don't go in. Oh damn, bless me. Anyway, yeah, just once you re-enter the office again, you'll be met with something. All doors will again lock, but you won't be able to do any puzzles. There'll be the secret room and the vents. You can only enter these. And you will find, and then you have to actually look in one of these drawers, and then you'll find a screwdriver item. Now, you could go in here, or go in the vents. But since, you go over here, open some of these doors. This is the office phase 2. They're two completely different buildings, and then you're not supposed to be here. This is when all the doors behind you lock except for this one. All you gotta do is press this. Then you go down here. With your fate broken, the pale claims you. Forsaken refuge. Anyway, I just thought it'd be really cool to add this nifty little reference, but it does make sense though. The pale is what made the office after all. Doing some very hardcore witchcraft. Anyway, look in this by Alexander. Whoa. You need to get out. The candle holds my very soul, and when I woke up here, all exits were blocked. I found a hole on the ceiling where I woke up at, and I used the ladder to put a shulker box there. Open it. And then you go over here. There should be a shulker box. Trapdoor. And obviously, this is what you use your potion and stuff for. If you still have it. And then, now before you do actually do this, I forgot. You actually have to pull one of these levers. You can pull all of them if you want to cheat, but it's this lever. After which you do that, there will be something that opens. Just gonna go all the way over here. And then that path, there's like a little blocked path that opens. And then of course you can escape a second time. Now, this is your last and final warning. You will always spawn in front of a lake. You will always spawn in front of a lake that looks exactly like this. However, because it's a different structure, it's counted as a structure, like a biome of some sort. But this is your last and final warning. If you try to go inside the office a third time, you will be completely trapped there. There will be nothing that can save you. You will be trapped there and your hardcore, whatever the hell, will be gone. You have to restart your world. There's nothing you can do. Everything locks. Nothing is breakable. And it's just, yeah. If you somehow manage to go outside, it'll just teleport you back in. Because there will be like some sort of line of code that is called traps. New potion effect, which basically locks you in one place. So yeah, it locks you in one place where you're at. And this potion effect goes all the way up to trapped 30. Yes, there's 30 variations of this. Trapped 1 traps you in for one block, and then, you know, all the way up to 30, etc. You know? But there's also a block which is called the trapped block. Placing one of these, placing one of these will, you know, this is what fills up the office. Placing one of these will allow will make any player that walks into them not allowed to escape it. So you can go in it, but you can't escape it. Now you can't be trapped in one singular block. You can only be trapped in 2 blocks. But yeah, you get what I mean. And yes, all the vents and stuff are broken, and you can only go up and check the floors. And these phases are 3 different structures. 3 different structures. Basically meaning, like, once you enter the first structure and beat it, like trip some sort of line of code, that means the second structure, once it spawns, will activate regardless. And then, you know, etc. It's 3 different structures / phases. But yeah, that's the office I try to tell y'all about.
But of course, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out my other videos.
And I'll see you guys later. Alright, man.